Insecurity is something that faces almost every YouTuber, and it's up to the YouTuber who's facing that insecurity to respond to it. I'm not gonna lie, when I started the internet about like 3 or 4 years ago, insecurity was something I faced on a day-to-day basis, whether someone left a dislike on my video or left a comment that was, well, let's be honest, hateful. Nowadays, though, I've learned that these comments and dislikes mean literally nothing, and there's literally no reason to care about them. But while insecurity may have left me on the internet, it hasn't left a lot of people. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a video from Jordie Jordan, or Wings of Redemption as he's known on Twitch. In this video, he announced that he was thinking about leaving YouTube and Twitch simply because of hate comments and a battle he recently had with Keemstar. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I had literally no clue who this guy was until I saw this video pop up in my recommended, and I saw Keemstar in the title, and I was like, oh, Keemstar drama I'm not aware of, I better click this. However, when I watched the video, I saw someone who had the opportunity, the gift of being a YouTuber, getting to sit in his room and stream video games for a living, complain about it, and really just be completely ungrateful of something that many people, including myself, would love to have. So today, I thought we'd kick it old school and do a good old-fashioned sit-back reaction commentary and watch his video, where we see a grown man sit there, where we get to sit and watch a grown man who has a dream job of streaming video games complain about small problems that everyone on the internet deals with on a day-to-day basis. This should be good.
Let's go and talk about all the drama, everything. And I know I'm feeding into this shit, and I kind of have to, because like at this point, I don't even want to do Twitch and YouTube anymore. I mean, I pretty much have to continue doing Twitch. Mainly because, like, I need to do this to keep my life going forward. But, like, I have to speak on this because, like, I've been trying to avoid it as much as possible, and I don't really care at this point. It's common knowledge. I have a lot of fucking people that are messing with me on a personal level. And it goes much further than just seeing hate comments in my video. I'm not going to remove any hate comments on this video. I'm going to let you guys see the entire breadth of how deep this little rabbit hole goes. If you want to fight with them in the comments, go for it, but they look forward to you fighting with them, so I suggest you don't. I have multiple channels that feel like I'm a terrible human being because I yell at people and because I have very bad anxiety.
If you have bad anxiety, then why do you yell at people? Because by yelling at people, you should expect to be yelled at back. So it seems to me like you're just bringing this on yourself.
That's what it boils down to. Like, I pretty much do Twitch for a living at this point. And to do Twitch for a living, you got to have subscribers and donators. And when you stream for 5-6 hours and you don't meet certain goals, which my goal for every stream is $50 US, that's right at around what minimum wage is. It's a little bit more than minimum wage. It's what you would work if you were working at McDonald's. And granted, I've exceeded that handsomely throughout most of this month. But the fact is, you gotta. It's a benchmark. It's a barometer to if you're succeeding or you're not succeeding. And people are unhappy that I push for donations and I push for subscriptions and things like that, but I've always been a numbers guy. Always been a numbers guy.
So he states that every stream his goal is $50, and given the context and the dire tone of the video, you'd think that he's not meeting this. But then he goes on to state that he's not just meeting this on most streams, but he's actually going over. So what's the problem here? Oh, but the problem is that people aren't happy that he pushes donations, you know, like every streamer does. Who cares? Like, who cares what other people think about you over the internet? It literally doesn't matter. If you're getting the money that you need, there's literally no problem. So you're just making a problem up for yourself.
I try to be a good person as much as I humanly can. I do. I don't know if I can find a person in real life that dislikes me. Period. So maybe my brother, but that's because I've got done taking my brother's shit, because my brother has not been very good in life lately. But, you know, that's a whole nother thing. I doubt my brother would say he doesn't love me. It's just that I'm not going to lie for him anymore. So, like, that's the troll situation. You see people that come into my videos. They say, look here, listen. They tell me I should just support it and roll with it. And they ask me about the liquid diet. And what they're referring to is the fact that I should drink more Pepsi or some shit like that. You act like I drink 1,000 liters of Pepsi a day. I don't. I honestly don't.
What? I thought we were talking about all the serious hate that goes beyond the negative comments, but instead we're going on a rant about your brother who I don't know anything about, so I don't know why you're including this in the video, and also a rant about how people think you drink too much Pepsi? What are we on about? I thought you were having serious hate. I thought there was serious consequences going down. I thought your life was in danger. But it seems to me the only thing that's important right now is the fact that people are saying on the internet that you drink too much Pepsi. And to think this guy's thinking about leaving his YouTube channel and his Twitch account just because people think he drinks too much Pepsi? Really? That's the extent of the hate? I apologize. I thought this video was just a YouTuber being ungrateful about his situation because of minor hate. I didn't know things were so serious, so I apologize. You got me.
I'm just tired of being trolled. I mean, I can ask you to stop. I know it's going to make it worse, but it fucking sucks, dude. It really sucks, and it's gone way much further on just people calling me fat or people, you know, doing catchphrases of the troll channels or things like that. I've had people try to get into my bank account and my password. I've had people leak personal information. I've had people leak my phone number. I had to pay $50 to have my phone number changed. I've had people leak to my mother's phone number. I've had people DOS me. I've had people threaten to swap me on 2 different occasions. I've had to put all my weapons into another house just to protect myself from being swatted.
Finally, we're getting into some actual serious consequences that he's been facing on his internet career. You know, typically in a speech, you leave your strongest points first, and then you go into your weaker points. So I have literally no clue why he decided to bring up the whole thing about Pepsi, but finally we're getting into some serious hate. Unfortunately, this is something you do not have to deal with alone. Everyone on the internet has to deal with threats of being swatted, threats of phone numbers being leaked, threats of addresses being leaked. You are not alone, and by making a career out of the internet, you should have expected this. You should have been prepared for this. But instead, you decide to whine about it to your fans and be completely ungrateful for your dream job. Yes, it's rough, but get used to it. This is the internet. Like, I'm gonna have to get used to all this stuff if I ever blow up. And I'm ready. I'm ready to take on the responsibilities that you get when you become a bigger YouTuber. How are you not ready? You have 430,000 subscribers. Clearly you must be doing something right. But what you may be doing right in entertainment does not translate into taking action over your own responsibilities of being a big YouTuber. This is the big leagues. Everyone in your size and bigger has to deal with this stuff and worse. And you just think you can sit there and sit behind the camera and complain to your audience about how hard your life is. You've got the best life out of almost everyone around you. I can almost guarantee that. And yet you choose to complain about it in front of your audience because you think that you can get sympathy from them. Oh, but you mentioned earlier in the video how you have anxiety, pulling the anxiety shield. Well, if you have anxiety, then what are you doing on the internet? People who have anxiety shouldn't be going on the internet. That's only going to make it worse. To me, what this looks like is someone who didn't quite know what they were getting on board with. They thought the internet was a kind place where they could just go and stream their video games and call it a day. But unfortunately, crying sympathy isn't going to be your get out of jail free card. It's not going to be the thing that solves your problems. You need to take responsibility. Every job, every business opportunity is going to create challenges for you. And as a YouTuber, it's your job to overcome these challenges. And whining to your fan base is going to do nothing but make it worse. How is it that I, a 16-year-old kid, has to tell you this? You're a fully grown man. Have you never had to deal with the responsibilities of being an adult, having to worry about your privacy being leaked? Even if you're not a YouTuber and you just normally use the internet, you still have to worry about this stuff. How is it now that you've just now realized this? And maybe I'm getting a little too angry. But what I see is someone who has a job, an opportunity that I may never get, that I want so bad. And he's throwing it all away and complaining to his fans over minor stuff. Yes, getting doxxed, getting your address leaked, getting your phone number leaked. It may sound scary, but everyone has to deal with this. You're not the only one.
And now you have this DJ Keemstar thing. I'm at the peak of my fucking stress, dude. I have severe anxiety to the point I can't move half the time. And like now I got somebody else trying to get my one means of money making fucking banned, right? Because I said he was a terrible person. And I go, and what I said specifically was, if there was one person on this planet that should die, it would be DJ Keemstar. And I stand by that. I don't like the guy. I don't think the guy's a good person at all. You might disagree with me, but like you can go see his actions. He's a legitimate racist. He's a person that uses his friends and makes them booze and has donation goals with them while they're drunk out of their head. He's the type of guy that somebody will say they're diagnosed with cancer and make a video saying that, hey, I can't wait till you die of cancer so I can make a drama alert video on you. This is the kind of person Keemstar is. He's also a coward. He challenged me to a fist fight, like the Joe Weller KSI thing, knowing full well that my muscles have atrophied so badly that I can barely walk right now, much less do any kind of like extracurricular activity. Standing up for me is to me that's a cowardly act. I'm a person that has no chance at beating another human being in a physical confrontation right now. No chance. And it's like, that's why I turned it down. And the fact is, you know what happened? People that pretending to be on Twitter got in there, started talking shit to him, saying they would knock him out and end him or all other kind of various things. I told him no. I don't want to debate him. I don't want to talk to him. I just want to go on my life. You're a bad person. All I really said was you were a bad person. Should I apologize for wishing death on you? Sure. I'm sorry for that. Right? And the only reason I'm sorry for that is because you have a child. No child should grow up without a parent. That's the only thing I've ever seen you do that's even somewhat positive in life. The only thing was to give somebody else life. And that takes two people, so you only get half credit for that. But like, I'm never going to back up and say you're a good person. If you want to push to take away my only means of money, go for it, man. You're going to bully anyway. It's all y'all out there anyway. It's going to happen if it happens. I'll have to deal with it and pick it up because like I'm fed up with everything. I'm fed up with doing YouTube. I'm fed up with Twitch. I'm fed up with getting made fun of. I'm in one of the hardest parts of my fucking life, and I just got trolls hitting me from every angle. You say you want me to succeed. You say you like me. You say all these things, but you're working against me. Like, you know how stressful it is?
And here we go into the second part of the video, the DJ Keemstar part. Well, first of all, the fact that you call him DJ Keemstar just shows how ignorant you are in this scenario. You bring up a lot of old clips that were used in 2016 to attack Keemstar that had been proven false like 2 years ago. So clearly you're ignorant in this matter. You're just calling Keemstar out for stuff that you assume to be true, even though it was proven multiple times 2-3 years ago to be false. And then you want to go to your fans and complain about how hard your life is because everyone's being so mean to you when you literally wish death on another person. Like, how could people be sympathetic for this guy? He wished death on someone. And yes, it's Keemstar. Not everyone likes Keemstar. I'm not a big fan of what Keemstar has been doing lately. But he wished death on him. And then he wants to cry to his fans and be all like, man, everyone's being mean to me. The trolls are too much, man. You wish death on him. Everything you got, you had coming. You should have realized this.
And like, all people want to do is fuck with me. That's it. That's everything. All they want to do is fuck with me. I try my hardest. I try to ignore people. I play game I like that I figure would drive them away. I do all these things. And people continue to fuck with me.
Man, I wonder why. But oh well, guys. I guess at the end of the day, what more can I conclude than say that this is a fully grown man who's sensitive. He's too sensitive to run his channel. Too sensitive to run his Twitch. He thinks he can get away with whatever he wants and not face any consequences. And when he does face consequences, he thinks he can pull the anxiety card or pull the sympathy card so that he can regain his fans. He can sympathize with them, you know? However, his manipulation tactics aren't going to work on me. I see directly through this, and I see a man who has a dream opportunity waste it and throw it away. And how saddening it is. Like, I want this opportunity, and I may never get it. And here's someone who has it, and he's just throwing it away. But oh well, what more can I do than just sit behind a camera and rant? Well guys, at the end of the day, that's all I have to say. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Lately, the channel's been doing pretty bad, so any support would be appreciated. Also, check me out on Twitch because I do a lot of stuff on Twitch. I recently redid a lot of the graphics on there, which they look pretty cool, so I would appreciate if you go check that out. I guess I'll do it for today's video. I'll see you guys with hopefully a more lighthearted video tomorrow, but who knows? Who really knows? At any rate, I'll see you guys next time.